The topic is organo sulfur compounds. The organosulfur compounds which contain the sulfur, and sulfur is essential for the life. Two of the 20 amino acids, that is cysteine and methionine, are organo sulfur compounds. Fossil fuels, this coal, petroleum, and natural gas contain organo sulfur compounds. This sulfur shares the chalcogen group, that is the 16 group in the periodic table, and is present just below oxygen. That is why the organosulfur compounds, having some similarities with carbon oxygen compounds. Next is the class of organo sulfur compounds. They are classified like oxygen containing functional groups. For example, this thiol, that is RSH, are sulfur analog of alcohol. The ROH, thioether, that is RS, are sulfur analog of ether, ROR dash. Unlike carbonyl compounds are COR dash, the thio. Carbonyl compounds are carbon double bond sulfur, R dash, does not form double bond between carbon and sulfur easily. Such species undergo oligomerization or polymerizations to form compound having only sigma bond. For example, this is the dimer of Thio Carbonyl compounds. The instability of the Thio Carbonyl compounds is due to ineffective overlapping of 2p orbital of carbon with 3p orbital of sulfur, that is due to different size. For example, the thiocarbamide and thio acids are more common. That is, thiocarbamide are carbon, sulfur, NH2. They undergo resonance. This form the second structures, and the structure more stable, that is due to the single bond between carbon and sulfur, and sulfur atom have little tendency to form p-pi bond with oxygen, but it is known to form p-pi d-pi bond between sulfur and oxygen. The most common example is the DMSO. This is dimethyl sulfoxide. In dimethyl sulfoxides, this is the dimethyl sulfoxides undergo resonance. The structure is stable, more stable, because single bond between sulfur and oxygen atom, and DMSO is non-planar, and acetone is planar, because the p-pi d-pi bond between sulfur and oxygen atom does not lie in a plane. That is why DMSO is non-planar. But in case of acetone, the p-pi bond between carbon and sulfur lie in a plane. Next is class of organo sulfur compounds. It is nomenclature. The first is the thiol. Thiol, the general formula RSH and IUPAC name. This is alkane thiol, and R is alkyl group. The general formula CnH2n plus 1, and common name is alkyl mercaptan. Common name is alkyl mercaptan. The first member of this series, this put 1, this first series of this member is, this is the IPC name is this methane thiol, and common name is methyl mercaptan. Second member of thiol series, CH3 CH2 SH, and this IUPAC name is ethane thiol, and common name is ethyl mercaptan. General formula is RS R-, and IUPAC name is alkyl thio alkane. R and R both are same and different. R is alkyl group. General formula is CnH2n plus 1, and first member of this series is CH3 S CH3. This is methyl thio methane. Common name is dimethyl thio ether. Next is the sulfonic acid. Sulfonic acid, and general formula is this RSO3H, and R may be alkyl group or aryl group. For example, this methyl SO3H and this methane sulfonic acid, and this is SO3H. This is benzene sulfonic acid, benzene sulfonic acid. Next is sulfonamide. The formula is, this is single bond SO2NH2. This is the sulfonamide. This is sulfonyl chloride. Sulfonyl chloride. SO2Cl is sulfon. The sulfonamide are the derivative of sulfonic acid, in which OH group of sulfonic acid has been replaced by NH2 group or substituted amino group, this NH R N R2. Next is method of formations from benzene sulfonyl chloride, benzene sulfonyl chloride react with ammonia to form this benzene sulfonamide SO2NH2. This is the benzene sulfonamide and side product is ammonium chloride. Next is physical properties. The sulfonamide crystalline solids with sharp melting point. Next is chemical reactions, two types. First is acidic character. The benzene sulfonamide react with alkali base to form this water soluble salt. This is water soluble salt. Second is hydrolysis. The benzene sulfonamide on hydrolysis to form this benzene sulfonic acid. This is the benzene sulfonic acid and the side product is ammonia. Next is use. They are used in the manufacture of dyes and sulfa drugs. And next is the important sulfa drugs, the sulphur guanidine. The sulphur guanidine have the chemical formula, this one NH2, the SO2 NH, this carbon double bond NH and this NH2. This is the formula of this sulphur guanidine drugs. Next is method of formations, the synthesis, from aniline. The sulphur guanidine synthesized from this aniline. This is the aniline NH2. This is aniline, and aniline is react with this acetic anhydride with the concentrated H2SO4 few drops. The first is NH2 group is protected by this with acetic anhydride. From this compound is acetanilide. This is the acetanilide, and this acetanilide compound react with this chloro sulfonic acids to form, this is the group SOCl2 at the ortho positions, and this compound is formed, this SO2Cl, and this compound is paracetamido benzene sulfonyl chlorides, and this compound react with this guanidine from this compounds, this SO2 NH, this carbon double bond NH, this NH2, and this is the CH3CO NH, and this compound is this paracetamido benzene sulfonyl guanidine, and which on hydrolysis, and this group is hydrolyzed to form this sulphur guanidine. This is sulphur guanidine, this is sulphur guanidine, and the guanidine is formed by this cyanamide react with ammonium chloride to form this guanidine, and next is use this important sulfur drugs and used in the treatment of bacillary dysentery, and it is taken relatively large dose. It is slightly absorbed in the intestines, and this is very important sulfur drug.